But what do you say to those who don't see this as a problem? There are, and that's usually more with younger people, those who are, as you said, digital natives, where this is simply part and parcel of their world. How do you hope to use, or how do you hope God uses this book to help them to be, I don't know if weaned off is the wrong term, weaned off is the right term, or that it would have its proper place. And that's, by the way, that's one of the things I love about this. It's not a legalistic approach. It's saying, no, it's okay, provided it has its right place.
For sure.
But how do you help these digital natives see that this is such a pressing issue?
Yeah, no, and I'm glad that you pointed that out. Like the internet and social media are on the wisdom pyramid, right? I could have left it off completely and suggested that
we all become Amish.
Yeah, in order to be wise, you all have to become Amish, throw away your technology. Yeah, I am not advocating that. I'm not an Amish. I'm not a Mennonite, not a Luddite. So yeah, I think that it is about being in the proper place. It's about the proper proportions of things. And one of the key things, I think, with any habit that might be idolatrous is, can you live without it? Like, are you physically capable of reducing the amount of time that you spend with it? So that would be one like initial question I would raise with the Gen Z, like digital native who like pushes back and says, like, you know, this isn't a problem, like you're overreacting. I would just ask them, okay, well, can you go a day without your phone? Can you go an hour without your phone? Like, can you put it in another room and just sit still with your own thoughts for an hour? Like, and you'd be surprised how hard that is, right? To even do that. And that's like the definition of an addiction, right? It's the same thing with alcohol. Like, if you can't go a day without a drink, you are addicted. You are an alcoholic. Like but the thing with alcohol is, like, if you can learn to do it in moderation, if you can have a drink every now and then, and it doesn't lead to this, you know, unhealthy addictive behavior, then it can be a wonderful thing. And I would argue the same is true of your phone and technology. It can be a great thing if we're able to put it away at times and live without it and create space in our lives to just be unmediated from time to time. And it's that inability to be unmediated for even 5 minutes that I really worry about. Like, if anything keeps me up at night, it's that inability. Like, if you look around at a coffee shop when you're like in line at Starbucks, everyone is on their phone, right? In the 3 minutes of open space that people have to wait for their coffee, people literally cannot not look at their phone. No one anymore just stands there in thought, looking around, you know, let alone engaging in conversation with another human. Everyone pulls out their phone and starts scrolling. Like, when you're in the car, like, just start paying attention to your habits when you're driving in the car and you're at a stoplight. What do you do instinctively these days? If you're at a stoplight, you do something on your phone for like literally the 30 seconds that you have at a stoplight. And that's scary, right? That we are so conditioned to fill every gap in our lives with some sort of experience on our device that we can't wean ourselves off of that. So I would just start there with young people. Like, can you go without your device for a little bit of time? I'm not saying throw it away. I'm not saying it's, you know, something that you should try to live without completely, but can you live without it for any amount of time? If you can't, that is the definition of an addictive, you know, idol in your life. And so that right there is the problem that we're dealing with.